Are you new to Los Santos? No worries, I got you covered. My name is Salty Table, and welcome to my Rags to Riches series, where I teach you how to go from owning a very cheap car to owning a multi-million-dollar office in Los Santos. Also owning multi-million-dollar businesses that support your growth, and an annoying assistant.
Are you sure you need more snacks? Looks like your pockets are full.
So join me on my adventure where I instruct and teach you how to become a multi-millionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5. This is my Rags to Riches series, episode 26. What's going on, everybody? My name is Salty Table, and welcome to episode 26 of my Rags to Riches series in GTA Online. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. If you do, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. You guys are what keeps my channel alive. Anyways, today we are going to be doing the prep missions for the casino heist, going stealthy. Now, this is going to, if you try to run the heist again, it'll cost $25,000, which is a great deal. And we're going to start today off by finding out what the contents are. And I'm not going to make you guys watch me do every setup again. Everything's going to be pretty similar to what we did last time. And one thing I didn't cover is hacking. If you want to learn how to hack, you can buy a hack from the computer in your basement at the arcade. If you go to that computer in the basement of the arcade, you can actually buy something to teach you to hack. But anyways, I started out by searching for the vault contents. I had to follow that guy. And on the inside, I noticed I was stealing artwork this time. Artwork is the best because it takes the least amount of time to pick up, and there really isn't that much in the vault. So we'll have plenty of time to pick that up. It's so much better than money or gold. You guys could really get anything, but it doesn't matter what you get. You're going to be you should use the same method that I'm about to use to steal all the cash. Anyway, so we have our target established. Now we're going to select our method. And you'll notice in the bottom, the big con is locked. That means that we did it previously and it's too hot to go in that way again. So we have to select a different method. So of course I'm going to choose stealthy. And when I do select it, the heist on the other side of the room is going to light up with instructions. And over here we notice we have gunman, car, and hacker. Now we already did all this last episode. I don't need to show you guys and explain. Just remember to choose the 5% gunman, 5% car guy, and of course Avi Schwartzman, the 10% hacker. And once you have that, by the way, I wanted to show you guys this. You can actually change the cars and guns, and I'd really strongly suggest the machine pistol. And for the car, I would suggest I forgot what it's called, the Centennial Classics. That way, you have a pretty decent car if you need it, but you really shouldn't in the escape because we're going to be using the helicopter. And of course, choose Avi Schwartzman as your hacker because he's a great hacker, give you the most time in the vault. Now, over on the side, we're going to start with the EMP. We are going to end up doing all the setups, but I'm going to start out with the EMP. This is going to be essential, so when we leave the vault, we can shut down all the lights and kill the power. So this was a pretty easy prep. You can definitely do it solo. Now, moving on to the infiltration suits, you definitely should have two people, because I had to break into Fort Zancudo, and it would have been impossible if my buddy didn't bring his Kuruma, and there were also two bags, so it's important that you have a second person so you don't have to make two trips, because then it's twice as worse. I mean, it's definitely possible to do it solo, but when it involves, the military base, you don't want to have to spend as much time in there as, a solo player. So that's pretty easy to cut down on. The next setup I'm going to be doing is the laser drills, and also you want two people to be doing this with because you have to end up carrying two laser drills. And the only thing really different about this setup than the infiltration suits is that there's usually a juggernaut on the outside, which means a really heavily armored enemy, and he carries a minigun. So I suggest just doing what I was doing, just kill them off with a buzzard. It's going to be really simple. Look at that guy on the map right there. You can see I just killed the juggernaut. And then once you get inside is really where the main risk is going to be. You're going to be at this really close combat with these enemies right here. But as long as you just get these headshots, you can clear out this room pretty simply. And you'll notice two bags. That's because there are two drills, one for you and one for your buddy. So I suggest having, of course, a second person, as with most setups. And that's basically how you do the drill setup. And then the third setup, we're moving through these fast, is the drones. Now, I'd also suggest doing this with a buddy, but you can totally do the solo with a buzzard. And what the method I did, if you don't have a buzzer or don't want to spend 25 grand, you can call in a Merryweather helicopter for $1,000, have your buddy sit on the side of the helicopter in that passenger seat, and shoot out the side at the drone right there. You can see that drone on the right. You see my buddy shooting out the helicopter on the right side. And when that drone explodes, the drone parts will drop. There it goes. It just exploded. And they usually drop, and you don't even have to get out of the helicopter. The helicopter, as you just fly on top of it, will collect it. For some reason, that didn't drop for me, and I had to fly a little higher just to collect it. But don't worry, I'll show you another clip where the part actually does drop. Here, you can see my buddy. He starts to shoot at it and shoot at it. And this does take quite a bit of ammo, and sometimes the characters don't have the best accuracy, so you should have enough ammo. But anyways, you can just drop down, pick it up, and then when you lose the cops, just return to your arcade, and that's the next prep complete. Just that easy. Really, really simple. And then, of course, we're going to get level 2 security cards when we do this. That way, we can get access to all the doors in the casino going to the vault, but we don't have access to the vault. That's the vault key cards. And if you get this set up right here, like at the house party, don't do what I did. I really screwed it up for my buddy and I. I just landed straight in the house party, and we called the cops instantly because our suspicion was maxed out. But it's kind of a pretty big standoff. Lester takes a long time, but when he does, he'll send you a picture of a person at the party of the individual carrying the level 2 security cards. As you see, I got this picture from Lester right here of this lady, and so we have to look around the whole party for this lady. And I found her right up here, right up on the stairs, leaning up against the window. It'll be different for you guys every time where the person is, but all you have to do is find them, match them to the picture, and then you pick up their security card, and then they have the pass somewhere hidden in the party. And the pass for us, it's usually almost always up against these handrails. Look towards the bottom there. See those things glowing? That's the cards right there. And you just got to pick those up, and then you can leave the party. Now, it's a little bit more dramatic for us because we had the cops on us because I maxed out the suspicion. But you can really just go around dancing, drinking, doing whatever, and that will keep your suspicion down. Now, I am going to be doing the drills because art... you have so much time to steal all the art, and when you have all the art, you still have like a minute left in the vault. So with that extra minute, we could use the drills to get some safety deposit boxes. And so the way you do this is you just show up to the construction site, don't just land your chopper. If you fly one, don't land right next to it. Go through that little toll booth looking thing, get a hat, and then walk. Don't run or jump. Don't run into people, because it could get your suspicion up. Now, for us, for some reason, maybe we stayed in front of a camera too long, but we had our suspicion called on us, and I thought I was getting jumped with this guy right here, which I kind of was, so I smacked him with my gun, and it killed the enemy, which just made things worse. And so I tried to jump to escape, and of course I failed, and we just hopped in the chopper and escaped. And you don't even have to head back to the arcade, you just have to lose the cops to finish that one. But next we're going to do the vault key cards, and we got, of course, the worst one. We had the Bolingbrook Penitentiary, and what I didn't mention last episode was like how to do this setup without getting cops. Turns out, if the guard is inside the tower, not on the edge where all the other towers can see him, you won't get cops here. And I'll have my buddy do this for me as I show you guys, so I'll wait for my buddy here. There he is, coming up taking his sweet time. Don't worry. And when you get to the top, the guard will be looking outwards. So what you gotta do is go up behind them, hit them with a gun, and then you go over their body, and you can steal the I forgot what we're doing. Vault key cards. Sorry. You steal the vault key cards. And then all you gotta do is go back down the tower, hop in your little bus, and then you're safe from basically everything else. And then we're gonna be doing, of course, the security intel, so that we know where the guards are, where the cameras are looking, because that's important for doing it stealthy. Now, I know these are a lot of preps, right? You know, it's like, oh, well, I mean, I make it look really easy in a video, like a 10-minute video, but these setups actually take like 2 hours with a friend. Well, actually, not really. They could take like maybe an hour and a half with a friend, but that's constant work. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Now, when doing Duggan shipments, you guys know how I roll. I use the fighter jet. I'm a pretty good pilot, so I just land right outside my arcade and I take off. And my buddy also has a jet up north, so this is going to be a piece of cake. If you're interested in learning how to do Duggan shipments, I do an in-depth video as doing the casino preps, part 1 for the big con. I go into depth about this, so I don't feel like I need to explain this very much. All you need to do basically is get a jet. You have enough time to kill all of them solo or with both friends if you have a jet. So yeah, those are all the preps that you need to do to get the stealth heist ready. Here, I'll show you guys the board right here. Basically, it's all filled out, essentially. I know it's a lot of work, especially for just one heist, you may say, but if it's artwork, you go all out. You get ready. And a stealthy, especially. These are great. That's a great combination. If it was cash, it's like, still do all that work. No matter what it is, you want to get all that work done. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to do the casino heist next episode. If you're excited too, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. You guys are what keeps my channel alive. And take it easy, guys.
I just wanna be high.